Hey YouTube family, you're probably thinking, holy crap, he finally uploaded. Yeah, I finally did. And over the past, year and a half since I last uploaded, there's been a lot going on. A whole lot going on. I back about a year ago almost now, I got a new job. Love my new job. So much better than the old one. The old one sucked. Maybe we'll get some stories about that later through other videos, but not this one. That's not where this is about. In my old job, it just wasn't great. It wasn't great for my mental state. It wasn't great for the money even. My new job pays me like 50% more than the old job did, so that's great too. I was able to upgrade my whole PC setup, which my old setup, I tried to do some upgrades to it. Story time here. My old laptop, it had a Intel i7 and a RTX 2060 graphics card in it. I was trying to get cooler temps on it, so like you want, get them as cold as you can so you can push it a little harder. And as I took the back plate off, I opened it up, I took the cooler off, and I wiped the old thermal paste clean, because that's what I was going to swap. I was going to switch from the default paste to something a little better. So I found a tutorial to follow, and I followed it to as best of my abilities. And that was to replace it with liquid metal. For those of you who know what liquid metal is, you know that as a slippery slope. And in the process of doing that, I must have happened to spill some on the GPU traces right around the chip there, because when I powered it back up, it booted right in and could not detect a GPU anymore, just the Intel integrated. So that laptop was completely done. I couldn't use it for recording videos or playing any games anymore. Everything was shot for that. So we abandoned that. And later last year, I think it was around the beginning of June, I had a nice budget for a new system set aside. Something that I planned on building myself. And then what happened to that was the great GPU shortage of 2021, where prices were 2 to 3 times more than what they should have been. I mean, they're still not great now, but back then the pre-built I got, it was a wondrous upgrade from what I had with the laptop. That system had a Ryzen 9 5900X, 16 gigs of RAM, 2 terabytes of storage, and it was from Corsair, and it had a AMD Radeon RX 6800 XT as the GPU. Funny story about that one there too. That one ended up getting returned. Reason being, a AMD graphics driver update completely bricked my GPU, and the system couldn't detect it no more after that update. I tried reasoning with Corsair to try to get it solved, and ended up just shipping the whole thing back and getting a refund. So I took the refund money, and by then it was about a month later, about 2.5, 3 weeks later after I got the system, and then the thing went dead. And so we're about midway through June, late June, getting closer to July. July rolled around, and I found some parts. I started ordering some parts for building, because the GPU market somewhat dropped. Not a ton at that point. It's a lot better now than it was then. But back then, I was able to go again. I wanted at least a similar power system to the one I had bought and had to send back. So I ended up with another Ryzen 5900X CPU. I was able to go 64 gigs of RAM because I got a good deal. And my GPU is a RTX 3080 Ti. I'll probably throw a picture of this whole setup in there at some point throughout this talk. But yeah, that was a fun ride along through. I've got 6 terabytes of storage now as well, and all for the same cost of that pre-built. Everything in it, liquid cooled, triple red, AIO. It's a pretty nice system. It kicks butt. Also, I got monitor upgrades from the laptop monitor, which was a 16-inch, and then I had that connected to a secondary external 24-inch display. So that was great. And now I've actually got 2 32-inch monitors after a few more months. I think I got the monitor in late August, mid to late August. And then I got a second one back in December when they went on discount on a huge sale. You'll see this whole setup picture and everything. I'll stick that in the video somewhere. But yeah, that was pretty great. Mouse and keyboard stayed the same. Microphone stays the same. Camera stayed the same. But the basis of the system was upgraded and changed. Speaker setup stayed the same. It's a 5.1 surround sound Logitech system with a good sub below. So that's pretty fun. Other things I did throughout the year. I got a video coming hopefully later this week. I'll be able to get along and edit that one through. So you'll see that specific surprise later. I might put it on the gaming channel. I might create a new channel for it. It's not a gaming video. But yeah. And along with all the new setup, it's been pretty nice having the whole new setup back. Also, about almost a year ago now, last year at the end of May 24th to be exact, me and my brother and Mom one morning, we heard some noises under the house and went out and were inspecting what we heard, and it was a kitten. This little black and white one on that day. And he looked to be about 2 to 4 weeks old. Couldn't have been more than that. He was pretty young. But yeah, he wanted out from under there. I brought him inside and I had him for about a week more. And then we heard some more noises. And we ended up finding an entire kitten family and a mother cat. I never could catch the mother cat, but I did catch all the 5 of the kittens. And I still have them 11 months later now. I'll put a picture of them in here about around now-ish, possibly. So, yeah, that was pretty cool. And so they've been a lot of fun. So yeah, that was a few life events over the past bit. Yeah, mainly the new setup. It's been pretty good sitting here. Everything runs great. I know because I built it myself. Yeah. And you'll get to see me do a video. Hopefully I'll have it out by the end of the day, if not first thing Wednesday morning, for the new Lego Star Wars game, the Skywalker Saga. As soon as that releases, I'm downloading it and click and play, start recording. That's all I'm waiting for, is it to come out now, so I will see you in that video. Later.